Hey, our friends, today we're drawing another Pokemon.
Fennekin!
Alright, checkers, you got your pencil?
Yeah!
We're doing things a little different today. We're going to use a pencil first. It's going to be fun.
Yes.
You ready to start?
Yes.
Now, before we start, we got a toy here. And we have Fennekin. This isn't Fennekin, though,
Yeah,
is
that's
it?
not Fennekin.
Who is this?
Breaks him.
Breaks in?
Yes.
And this is what Fennekin turns into?
Evolves you.
Evolves. Sorry, evolves.
Okay.
And then who's this guy?
Quilladin?
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 And then who's this guy?
Frogadier.
Frogadier. He looks really cool. I like him a lot.
Yes.
At the end of this lesson, we'll tell you how to enter to win this. We're going to
Okay.
give this away to one of our lucky art friends, but at the end of the video, we'll tell you what you need to leave in a comment below this video. All right, let's put that off to the side and let's start drawing.
Yeah.
For this lesson, you need a pencil, eraser, and you need your Sharpie. We're still going to use Sharpies and also colored pencils. We're going to color Fennekin at the very end. We need white, black, bright yellow, and then we have this darker yellow that we're going to use for the shadows, and then we have a orange. And we're going to put those off to the side first, and our Sharpie off to the side. The reason why we're using our pencil first is so that we can block in Fennekin and get all the shapes right before we use our Sharpie.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to sketch it real light so that we can erase the lines at the end. So in the middle of our paper, we're going to move our hand in a circle, and we're going to practice the size of our circle first, and then we're going to lower our hand real slow so that we get a circle shape. Look at that. Is that cool?
Yeah.
We have a circle, and we want it about that size. We don't want it any bigger. Okay, your turn. Yeah, so try practicing, drawing in a circle, and then slowly lower your hand. There you go. Yeah, just like that. You did it. Now, that's going to be the shape of our head. Now, right in the middle of our head, we're going to split it in half. So we're going to draw a line that goes halfway across our circle and goes outside of our circle also. This is going to be for her furry cheeks, and her eyes are going to start in the middle. Cool, good job. Now, when I measured Fennekin, she's 3 heads tall. So this is 1 head, and then we're going to use the same distance to draw the ground. So right about here, we're going to put a line down here at the bottom. So this is for her body, and it's going to come down. So there's her head, and there's her body, about there. Yes, just lightly put in a line. And then we're going to do one more head above her, and this is going to be how tall her ears are.
Okay.
Super tall. Look at that. And we just put a soft line in there. Yeah, good. Let me measure it. Perfect. Good job. Give me 5. Okay, let's block in her ears next. So we're going to have 2 points right here on the top of her head. And then this is we're gonna draw her ear. So it's gonna curve up. And we just put a light line in, and we could do the other side too. And if we go too fast, what can our art friends do?
Pause the video.
Yes, if you need a little extra time practicing some of these lines, if you feel like you need to erase it and then try again, pause the video, take that extra time, and then start the video up when you're done. Good job. Now we're gonna draw the outside of her ear, and it's gonna curve out and back in right underneath the line where we split her head in half. Isn't that cool? And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Yeah, good job. Now let's draw the inside of her ear. We'll draw a line that comes out and comes up to the middle and stops. And I'm going to draw that same line over on this side. Now halfway up her ears, we're going to put a point right there and on the other side. Now we're going to draw an S line that goes up and back out. And this is for the fur inside of her ear. Good. And then this line is going to come down and end just above the half line. Yeah, now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Up, draw an S line, and then a line that comes back down right above that halfway line. Now let's draw the fur on her cheeks. Right here at the halfway line, we're going to draw a line that curves out and up, and then it's going to curve back down and we're going to do the same on the other side. Curve up and then back down. Cool. Now let's draw her nose. It's right in the middle and right below this halfway line. And we're going to draw an oval. Good. Now let's draw her eyes. And I'm going to draw an oval. There's a circle like that. And a circle on this side. Good. Now inside of her eyes, we're going to draw a really tall oval that goes all the way from the top to the bottom. And one on this side also. Is it starting to look like Fennekin?
Yes.
Now we're going to draw her mouth, and it's just a U shape right under her nose. Good. Now let's draw her body. And right below her mouth, we'll put two little dots, and they're the same distance apart as her ears. So you can check them to see that her neck is the same width as the space in her ears. Yeah, just like that. Then we're going to draw her shoulders. It's going to come down, out, and then back in. And stop before you get to the ground. Good. Then we're going to do the same thing on this side. Out for her shoulder, and then back down and stop before you hit the ground. Now you can see I've drawn this line a couple times to make sure that it matches, it's symmetrical with the other side. And then if you need to, you can erase that little shoulder line if you went extra, if you have an extra line in there. Yeah, just like that. Good job. I like how you're redrawing that line. See how your first line came straight down, and it really needs to angle in like this. So go ahead and redraw it so it comes in closer down at the bottom. There you go. Now you can erase these extra lines. Okay, now let's draw the inside of her legs. So we're going to draw a line that comes down to her ankle and a line that comes down to the other ankle. And then right at the bottom, we're going to connect the two with a U shape for her foot. Now let's draw her back feet. We're going to draw a U shape that comes out on the side. That's for her back leg. And we'll draw that same U on the other side. Right in between her legs, we'll just connect them with a straight line. And then we got to draw her back feet. So a little U shape and a little U shape on this side. Now I'm going to move those feet in closer to her front feet. So I want to erase these. And then I'm going to slide them in so that they're closer to her front feet. See how it touches now?
Yeah.
I'm going to do the same on this side. Good. Now what are we missing?
Her tail.
Yes, we're missing her tail, and also she has little fur or hair sticking out of her legs. So let's draw a little curve coming up and then back down. And then on this side, we're going to draw up and then back down. Now what are we missing?
Her tail.
Yes, we're still missing the tail. So right here, we'll put a little point, and then we're going to draw an S line. So go down, back up, and then into her shoulder. And then start at the point again, and we're going to draw another S line, and this time it's going to end below her knee. All right, checkers, we're done drawing with our pencils. We can put our pencil off to the side, but let's keep our eraser because once we're done with our Sharpies, we're gonna clean up our drawing and erase all the pencil marks.
Okay.
So let's first ink her face and then we'll work out from there.
Okay.
Let's do her nose first. So we're just gonna go around the pencil and this is called inking. So we're going over the pencil with ink. Good. And then now let's draw her eyes. And we're not going to draw the circle that's going all the way around. We're just going to ink the top of her eye. So a little rainbow line that goes over the top of her eye. On the outside, it goes a little past the halfway mark. Good. Now, on the other side, we're going to do the same thing. Go up, back down, and past the halfway mark. Now let's draw our eyes. Then inside of her eyes, she has a pupil. We'll darken in a little dot inside of her eye. Now we can do her smile. And then she also has 3 little marks on her forehead. So one in the middle and then one on each side. Now let's do her face. We're going to draw this part. So we'll start on the inside of her ear and come down to her cheek. And then we'll do the same on this side. Good. And then let's color or ink the middle part. Nice. Now let's do her cheeks. So we're going to do this curve that comes up and then it's going to come back down. But watch this part when we come back down. We'll curve in. And then we'll start back here and curve for the rest of the part, the bottom part. Good, now let's repeat those steps over here on this side. Now we can finish the bottom part of her head. Should we do her ears next?
Yes.
All right, let's do the outside of her ear. This curve going up. Then let's also do the inside curve. Now we're going to do the fur that's inside her ear, and there's more details than what we drew with our pencil.
Okay.
So we're going to start here, and we're going to draw a leaf shape. And then we're going to draw another leaf shape right next to it. Good. Now let's come back up here and we'll finish the top. And then we're going to do the same curve that we did down here. So we'll come down and then curve in. Then we'll come back up here and curve the rest of it. Oh, nice job. Now we can finish the outside of the ear. Comes down and connects and then finishes down here. That's pretty easy when you draw it with pencil first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we can draw this ear and we're going to do all the same steps. So do this outside line, then the inside line. Then let's draw the fur on the inside. So we're going to draw that leaf shape. And then we could draw the second leaf shape right next to it. And then finish the top. Yeah, good. Now we're going to draw that same line. So we're not going to go all the way down. We're going to go halfway and then in, and then come back up and finish. Good. Now let's draw the outside of the ear. And we'll pick our pin up, marker, and come down here and finish the ear. We did it. That was easy.
Yeah.
Now let's do our body. We're going to start with the neck, and we'll do the outside of our first leg. And then we can do the inside part of her leg. And then connect her foot. And then we'll do the other leg. Outside, then the inside, and her foot. Nice! Now I'm also going to draw the line inside. Now with her legs, they're a little tricky. we're just going to draw that first part and leave a little gap. So we're going to stop. Then we're going to draw the part that goes up. And we're going to come down halfway and come inside.
Oh.
And then we'll come back out and draw the other part. Good. Then let's finish her knee. And don't go all the way to her leg yet. And then we're going to draw the foot. And then right here we could have just a little teeny line coming in. Perfect. Now we're going to draw those same steps over here. So we're going to draw the first part. And then the hair that goes up and back down. And I'm going to go back up. So a little V shape. And then come back down. And then we'll finish the knee. Then the foot. And then that little line coming in. Good. Are you ready to draw our tail?
Yes.
All right, let's do the outside first. So we'll draw that little S line. Good. And then we'll draw the bottom part of her tail. And then she has a design on the end of her tail. So let's draw one little line that comes in here and another little line on the other side. And then we're going to draw a W to connect them. We did it, checkers. That was pretty easy, huh?
Yeah.
All right, the next step is we need to erase all of the pencil lines. So let's
Okay.
get our erasers, and we'll fast forward this part. Okay, we just finished erasing all of the pencil marks with our erasers.
Yes.
And all that's left are the Sharpie lines. And we're going to put our eraser off to the side, and we got our colored pencils. You
Yeah.
ready to color?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we needed a couple extra colors that I forgot about. We needed a gray, and we're going to use this for the shading on her face. And we need a dark red to shade the orange parts
On her ears.
On her ears, yes. So let's put these off to the side. And the first color that we're going to get is our dark yellow. And we're going to draw a couple lines and color in the dark yellow first. This is going to be our shadow. And we're going to put this in first, and then we can fast forward the rest.
Okay.
So we're up here in the ear, the top of her ear. Let's curve down and connect to the inside of her ear. And we're going to color this part in. Dark? Yes, just like that. I'm just going to put an X on it. And down here, this is going to be a dark orange. Then we're going to do the same thing on our other ear. Put an X, and then we're going to color right here too. Dark yellow. Now, let's connect her neck. And then let's put a U shape right here. And that's going to be dark yellow also. Then we're going to connect in between her arms, her legs, and in here is going to be dark. Then we're going to do a U down here, a curved line for the bottom of her knee, and a curve on this side, and we're going to color below that. Then the last thing we're going to do is a shadow on her tail, a little line, and color that. All right, you ready to fast forward?
Yeah.
Let's do it right now. Now when we're coloring her face, we want to make sure that we don't color below this line. So we need to connect between her eyes, and then also on this side over to her cheek, and on this side too. And then we're going to color above that, but below is going to be white.
Okay.
Now on her eye, I'm going to color it in except for a little white spot on the top. Now at the bottom, I left a little white spot, a little sliver on the bottom, and that's okay that you colored yours in. You can layer the shadow on top, but I left it blank like this so I can color it in with the dark red. And she'll have a little shadow at the bottom of her furry ears. Now we're going to take the gray and add the shadow on the bottom of her head, and then I'm going to also put a light layer of black. Because her nose isn't solid black, it's like a dark gray. Then I'm going to go back over it with the white. And there's the perfect gray for her nose. Checkers, you did awesome. Fennekin looks perfect. What type is she?
A fire type.
She's fire type. She looks like fire. She got flames coming out of her ears.
Yeah.
Now this was a different way of drawing than what we usually do. Usually we draw with our Sharpies first, And then we color it in. This time we drew with our pencil. And the pencil allowed us to block everything in before we inked it with the Sharpie. That allowed us to measure the size of things before we used our Sharpie. So we got them right. So we didn't end up with teeny ears, a giant head, and a little teeny body.
Yeah.
Now we hope you guys had a lot of fun drawing this way. I don't know how often we'll draw with the pencils first, but I thought it would be fun to show our art friends. Now we still need to give away our toy.
Yeah.
This thing is so cool. I like all three of these Pokemon. And what should we have our art friends do?
What's their favorite fire type Pokemon?
Okay, if you want to enter to win this toy, leave a comment below this video and tell us what?
Your favorite fire type Pokemon.
What your favorite fire type Pokemon. So Fennekin's fire type, right?
Yes.
Okay, so maybe Fennekin's your favorite, or what's her name?
Braixen.
Braixen. I can never remember that, even though it's written right here. Have your parents leave a comment below. You need to have your parents leave a comment and tell us what your favorite fire type is. When are we going to pick the winner?
Tomorrow.
Okay, let's pick the winner tomorrow, and we'll announce it in the comments also.
Okay.
We can't wait to give away this toy, and we hope you had a lot of fun drawing Fennekin.
Yeah, Fennekin.
See you later, our friends. Goodbye.
Bye.